What's up, everybody, and welcome to Create Art with Jazz. My name is Jasmine, and my mission here is to create, inspire, and motivate. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Hi everybody, and welcome to the third day of my 100 hand lettering art idea challenge. And with every picture, there comes the letters and a graphic. So let's get right into this video. And I'm going to start with the program Procreate. I'm using the app on my iPad, and I'm just going to go in with the color blue. Today's lettering is going to look like graffiti bubble art. I'm doing this on the iPad, but you can also do this in real life with real paint, crayons, whatever you can get your hands on. The medium is not that important. I want you to pay attention to the methods and how I'm doing it as opposed to what I'm using to do it with. So I'm going in and I'm just going to fatten up my letter. I'm making that B very, very fat. And I want to have enough room so that I can come inside and fill it in with other colors. You can start with a thin letter and then fatten it up as you go along. So I'm just going to go around and I'm making a nice base for my letters. You want to make sure that you have a lot of room so you can play around with it and add more to it. So I'm just using my color picker here. I'm not very specific about what color, but I'm just making sure that the colors that I choose will stand out against each other. So I'm going to go and do an outline with a darker color here. And I'm going around the letters with a outline. And you want to make sure you keep those lines consistent. If you mess up, just press the go back button and just redo it. Make sure that your lines are nice and consistent throughout. I have a lot of line weight on the bottom of the B, and going around the other letters, I'm lessening that weight up to give it a little depth. I always like to add depth to my pictures, even though they're 2D. I like for it to have a 3D look to it. So you want to go around, and things like this can be used for computer graphics. You can make it into a t-shirt design. You can use it to design just about anything with. So also pay attention to the design language because it does transfer. You can transfer this to other areas of art and other areas that you can do things with your art. So I'm just having some fun here. Now we're going to go in between the letters, and they're going to be squished together. These letters are going to overlap each other. So make sure you're going in very close and don't be afraid about overlapping the next letter. Now, when you are doing the overlap, make sure you're going in the same direction. So my U is overlapping the B is overlapping the next B is overlapping the L is overlapping the E, and the E is overlapping the S. This gives it the illusion that the bubbles are being squished together and they are overlapping each other and kind of like popping out. So go around and just finish up your outline. You can also choose a different color. I would stay in the range from purples to blacks to either dark blues. So I wouldn't go to a bright color with this outline because I wanted to have dimension to it and depth. So having that darker color makes the lighter color pop out. I'm also using the Apple Pencil for this. This can be done with the tablet. You can also do this in Photoshop or just about any other drawing app I like Procreate because they have tons of different brushes and there's like so much you can do in Procreate. So I just have a lot of fun with Procreate, but I stay diverse and I use a lot of different apps. So now I'm just adding in a shadow. Whatever program you're using or however you're doing this, you want to lower the opacity or lessen up on your hand movement and just go in and make the shadows so that you can still see the color underneath. Now I want to add shine to the letters, so I'm using a white and I'm just going around the letters and highlighting the white in certain areas only. So if you notice, I started at the middle of the B and I'm going to the middle of the U, the B, the other B, the L, the E, and the S. You want to keep those highlights pretty much consistent, and it mimics light. So if you need help with this, pay attention to how light really works. Light bounces around and it also stays consistent in certain areas on certain surfaces. So now you want to make sure you choose a background that stands out. So I'm adding pink to the background, and the pink is helping the blue and purple to stand out. I'm going to go back into the letters and add pink to the top of the letters. Just add a highlight to the letters, and this makes the letters stand out. You can actually use whatever color you want on this part. I chose pink because it's like a fun, bright color and it reminds me of like summer and just a bright day. Now I'm adding some more to the letters, and this is just a background. I'm going to add in some bubbles just to add more fun on the wordplay of bubbles. So you can choose to stop here or you can keep going and add in a graphic if you like. And I'm just going to go in with a medium light blue and add the bubbles to the background. I don't want the blue to be as dark or as noticeable as the blue in the bubbles, in the word bubbles, and I want it to just stand out, so it adds a nice contrast with the background and with the words. And also another thing to note, this video is being done in real time. This is the actual time that it took me to make this design, and I didn't speed it up so that I can walk you step by step through the process. So now you can go in and go around the letters loosely with another highlight to the background, and this also makes the words stand out even more. Feel free to leave all your questions and comments in the comment box below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I'll also be covering other things like sketching, painting, drawing, and just how to become a better artist in general. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.